I see all good people now. I've taken to calling our own ability to think organic intelligence versus what we're talking about so often today as artificial intelligence. And yet I wonder, philosophically, over the annals of time, is there that much of a difference between the two? I know it is easy for us to become proud and refer to ourselves as being very special, which we are. And yet, thinking is thinking. Energy being utilized in these particular ways. What does this represent is the question. Coming to conclusions and making analyses seemingly are generally the same. So if a machine, a computer, is imbued with these qualities, is it different? And we go on to justify our separation of intelligences by assuming a knowledge which I don't know if we really quite understand how our minds work. It seems to me we have 4 different brains in our head. Our brain stem, our cerebellum, and our left and right cerebrum. So 4 parts. And I don't understand really how we think in the first place. But we do a pretty good job of it. And look how far we've come. We have, in essence, become the parents of a new species, if you will, of machines, of machine learning, of artificial intelligence. I don't know. It's a good question. Perhaps an important question. I think, like everything in our universe, it needs to be recognized and studied, better understood, and done so with a sense of, again, as always, virtue, to attempt to make the best decisions and have the deepest understanding as possible of what we're considering. The 5 W's and 1 H are a good starting place for us to begin. I'm not doing it here today. I just am posing a question that is rising in my own mind. Maybe yours too. Today we're, as usual, not taking for granted our bundle of miracles, which we ourselves are. How do we think? How do these processes of consciousness and subconscious and superconsciousness intertwine, interact? It makes me think of the idea of beginning to go about your chores for the day, and you're leaving your abode, your home, your apartment, and you're shutting the door and beginning to lock the door, let's say, and you remember you have forgotten something you had wanted to do as you set out. But where does this memory come from? Is it linear? Is it circular? Is it... what is it? Taking nothing for granted. Being here now. I suspect we have all of this computing power inside of ourselves. Billions of neurons, which are analogous to, in some way and shape and form, the architecture of a computer. Does that make us more similar or less? I don't know. Just good questions to consider. I think whatever answer each of us makes should be made with a sense of humility and open-mindedness, non-biased objectivity. Being careful, for sure. Being mindful, crucially important. Finding a greater depth and sensitivity in one's awareness, of being aware of your posture. What are you doing? Why have you assumed the posture which you have today? For me, I went to slumber 4 hours later than I usually do. I had some work to do. And so the sun is out. The morning is already shaping itself into being another beautiful day. And yet here I am, brought to these moments by circumstances from yesterday. And this is how evolution proceeds. One moment, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 1 decade, 1 century, 1 millennium. We are part of such an incredible flowing ambiance or orchestration of energy. Clouds, plants, trees, animals. We really need but open our eyes or our other senses and take it all in, feeling one's warmth, feeling the textures of one's skin, one's sense of touch, beginning to realize that we have our processes in constant motion, our breathing of 15 to 20,000 times a day, our pulsing, our hearts squeezing relentlessly about 90,000 times every day, every moment, more or less. Sometimes people look at me cross-eyed and say, "Why do you say that we are bundles of miracles? Is it not what I have already said enough?" Beginning to know thyself. Beginning to fathom the depth of one's own being, of one's heart, of one's mind, of one's spirit, one's soul. And yet, again, we know so little about our own beings. Like the example of forgetting and then remembering something. What kind of computational ability does this represent within the context of the human mind? What are we seeing? Are we seeing in color or black and white? What are we hearing? What range of sounds do we pick up with our senses? Science says that we miss most of the sounds. About 85% are available for one to hear. The lowest and the highest. We pick up something in the middle. Being here now, just calm and relaxed, thinking about how lucky we are to be alive, to be social animals that thrive and distinguish themselves by making their own way. Each of us has done this, is doing this every day. Some better, some worse. It's some days some better and worse. Some moments the same. We're lucky because it is on our minds. We have a desire to improve. We have goals and aspirations of greater success, of accumulating more virtues, and I suspect material success. I know it is important to me to be able to go to the grocery store and buy food or put gas in the car. So I'm sure for most of you it is the same. Just reflecting today on our good fortune and knowing the importance of being humble. I share my sacred sayings with you. We are here now, bundles of miracles, humbled by the immensity of what surrounds and is inside of us. The breadth, the width, the depth, the immensity of creation. And thankful just for being allowed to witness all of this and to participate. The day is young here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. May each of us have a wonderful and glorious day, filled with moments of opportunities taken advantage of, positivity consumed like a good food we enjoy. May we be filled with virtues, wisdom, life experience, happiness, contentment, understanding, compassion, kindness, generosity. They all and each serve us in their own unique way, these characteristics, of which each and every one are important for us to define into ourselves and to help allow them to grow. Being aware of them is the beginning of this goal. Enjoy. God bless us all. The music's continuing for another minute. Please ponder in your own way how lucky we are to be here to play upon this planet Earth. Namaste.